there was in the Mediterranean area and in Europe, there was there were a lot of goddesses before the Black Madonnas, and you are going to understand what is the link with them. So the first thing we have to see is that all goddesses of Europe, for example, this goddess of Hohlfels in Germany.
Easy for you to say.
It came from a cave in this in the Württemberg area of Germany, and the cave has remains from the 40,000 to 30,000 years ago, means remains of the Paleolithic times. And you can see here this goddess of fertility. It's a little bit rough, but it's one of the first goddesses we can see. So here you have another German. Well, this is from Austria, in fact, near Switzerland. This is the Willendorf Venus. It's a little sculpture, and it's another goddess of fertility of the ancient time, 25 years ago.
1,000 years ago.
25,000 years ago, excuse me. So we're going to go fast in this part. Here you can see we are in the Neolithic. Neolithic means from 12,000 before this era to 2,000 before BC. This era, BC. And so you can see the Lady of the Lions. It's Hittite goddess. Hittite.
Or Hittite.
Hittite, maybe Hittite.
I think it's Hittite.
And here you can see the first goddess sitting on a throne, which is important because we are going to see that the Black Madonnas are going to be in relation with this position of the goddess. And then we arrive to the goddess of Malta. Malta is an island in the Mediterranean Sea. It's in the middle of the Mediterranean Sea, and it's an island with a lot of megalithic remains, a lot of big, huge temples like Manasdra, Gantija, etc. And the goddesses of Malta are really the goddesses we can see as fertility goddess, and it's so they were so important in that island that even the temples, we're going to talk in another webinar about the Malta temples, but even the temples, they have the same form than the goddess. Like that, yes, absolutely. Then after that, you can see some representation of the goddess in the dolmen of Brittany, for example, this one, and you can see the how you say that, to call that, Karen,
the breasts.
The breast of the goddess, and you have a lot of uh, of boobies, breast, you know, etc. in the dolmens, dedicated to the mother. And here
Yeah.
maybe you can see this, you know,
There we go.
this is the Mogao Bihan. It's in Kumana. Kumana, it's a very, very powerful place. That place uh, can you can feel the energy of that place uh, around kilometers,
Away from it.
miles away from that. It's a magic place, really magic place. And so after that, we are going to Egypt to see the first, we are going to this to say the ancestor, the real ancestor of the Black Madonna, which is Isis. Isis with her baby Horus, and this Isis, of course, they are black. She worship a lot of places from Egypt to 2,400 years before Christ to around 4,000 after Christ. You know,
No, not 4,400.
4,000, 400. No,
We're not
4,000.
even in the 4,000.
No, 400 because this goddess was worshipped in the Roman Empire, and she had some issues at some period of the Roman Empire, for example, in 58, 53, 48, the temples were destroyed, minus 58 and in 48, the temples were destroyed by one of the emperors, the Tiberius. But the cult of Isis continue and spread in all Europe, and it spread going through the Rhone Valley. The Rhone Valley is a river, a big river in France, going to the south, and the goddess arrived to the north of France and even in Germany. And so we think that this goddess is the
inspiration,
the prototype of the Black Madonnas. It's exactly, if you can see her, it's exactly in the position of the Black Madonnas. And we're going to go after to see this goddess Artemis of Ephesus. And as some of you know, Ephesus is the place where the Virgin where the Virgin was living until her death, and so you can see this Artemis goddess. You know, it's a very black goddess with a lot of boobies, we're going to say, or
gourds. They also say those could be gourds.
I don't know terms in English. I know a lot in French about that, but not in French, not in English. So Artemis was one of the prototypes too.